Hello? What's up, introverts? Since we're all gonna be strapped up at home, let's make some music for it. A couple weeks back, I dropped a 4 tracks EP, lo-fi-ish, and I figured why not run through how I made the songs in this video. You lucky
Take a deep breath and picture yourself lying in the grass. Birds chirping around you. Smoke coming from buses and cars and people. It's 5 a.m. in New York.
I'll let you know as soon as we have more information available.
I started with this loop. I cut the low frequencies and I added something that's called RC20 retro color, and it makes everything sound better. It adds up a vintage type of sound that I really love and that I put on absolutely everything. I added a flute to brighten everything up a little bit. Then for the breakdown, I added a second pattern that goes like that. I really loved the original chords, but I wanted to add some other ones in the same scale, but with a little more playfulness to it. The further you go into the song, the further I try to make these chords interesting, so each pattern is more full than the previous one. But obviously, how am I gonna remind people of New York if I don't add drums?
What is that?
It did not sound as crispy as I wanted it to, so I just added some more drums. It's no big deal, it's really just to add a little more body to it. And then to top it off, I added some texture to it with a vinyl sound, which sounds like a vinyl sound. The actual legit New York street sounds, which basically consists of cars driving by. And then when I was over with the song, I felt that something was missing. I happened to be binge watching basically every Studio Ghibli's movies. I watched Kiki's Delivery Service, and the scene where she's laying in the grass, the sound design around that scene was just beautiful, and I had to take it and add it to everything. Here's what it sounds like when you have everything. When I personally make lo-fi, I love to add even more texture by adding people laughing, screaming, talking, whatever it is. So in the background, I added some Joey Badass and Nas acapellas, just to add a little more New York feel. And I also added some Madagascar lines. So that's it. You can listen to the full song in full quality on YouTube and everywhere you listen to music. Now off to the second song of the EP, which happened to be this one happened because I was just scrolling through YouTube because quarantine life, baby, you know what I'm saying? You made this song months ago. Coronavirus didn't exist. This one started with a sample from One Note Samba by Antonio Carlos Jobim. I added a Latin drums pattern with a ride that sound like that. There's lots of remakes of this song by other artists later on in history because this song is pretty old. It was made in, sorry, I forgot the date. And a lady named Stacy Kent. What's up, everybody? I'm just editing the video right now, and I don't know why I said lady, like I'm some kind of, what, 1920s gentleman or some shit. I meant to say woman. Back to the video now. Stacy Kent made this thing. I just loved it. Sounded like some lounge music or something. Added a groove with the same drums, more drums. And then I made this pretty cool tempo switch up intro that sounds like that.
Picture yourself laying on the deck of a boat, the sun hitting your skin.
Then I added a nice little bass. And then things took an unexpected turn when I listened to this sample from Putumayo. I added some drums and some vocals too. And then things take a new turn. Kept the same drums from before, took the ride out, added an 808, some hi-hats, and a snare, and it sounds like that. And to tease all that, I added the same sample with vocals on it, chopped it at the end, and added some of my own vocals that I mixed. This one was definitely the most fun one to make out of the EP. Again, if you want to listen to the song, it's gonna pop up somewhere up there. And yeah, off to the third song. This one is my personal favorite. Not that I don't like some other songs of the EP, but this one felt the most natural to make, and it's actually the first one that I made of the EP. It was a while back. It was last summer. This one started with a Janet Jackson sample that I just felt down to my core. I added some effects on top of that. Then I added some drums, main snare, layered with a shaker, another snare, a hat, more hats, an open hat, killing a silverfish in Minecraft, scratching your balls, a beautiful sounding snare, more shaker, a kick, wow, and a bass line. And all together it sounds like that. That's pretty much it. Of course I added textures because you know me, some rain and some vinyl cracking sound, and of course filters. And since I was binge watching a lot of Miyazaki's, I added this Porco Rosso line.
I bet myself that if a certain man comes to visit me when I'm out here in my garden, then the two of us will fall in love. But that fool only comes to my restaurant at night. He never stops and shows his face in the daylight.
Then I added some of my vocals distorted. And then for the outro, I added this little ARP thing.
Oh my god.
That's it. If you want to listen to the whole thing, you can. Here's the link. Go check it out because it's great. And I poured all my heart and soul and sweat and tears and blood and fucking you know what I'm saying, lungs. Then for the last one, this one took me ages, and I have a lot of different versions because I put vocals onto it and I wanted the thing to be absolutely perfect and flawless. I'm always overthinking, and this is basically me overthinking a song.
For this one, you'll have to picture yourself cruising down Mulholland Drive in Los Angeles. I've never been there. It's probably great, so I call it like that. Maybe one day I hope I get the chance to go there.
This one started with these super nostalgic chords. Then I added this wow guitar. To make it really, West Coast. What I really love in this song is the beginning of it. Since it's called 10 p.m. down Mulholland Drive, you would expect to be in a car. I added this car, startup sound effect, and at the end of it, there's that sound. I took it, I chopped it up to get this sound. Then I added these chords. And so then we have this pretty cool, smooth, transitioning intro. Then I added some vocals from Mariah Carey, We Belong Together, pitched down. Then in the middle of the song, we have a breakdown that starts with this pad, followed by this lead and this sub. And then since my computer is older than me, I had to render it. Then I added some vocals. I really like Joji's vocals and the way he goes into this upper register of like sounding voice and shit. So I wanted to do the same thing, and I made this bridge over the sub and the lead. But yeah, this is pretty much how I made the 4 songs off of Right Time, Right Place. And you can go stream it if you want. It's the first link in the description. This is it for this video, dude. Peace out. Stay home, everybody. Alright, I'm fucking starving, Tyler.